Today I will be talking about constitutional rights within disaster policies. My name is Tommy Rorlach. I'm a senior seeking degrees in international affairs and political science at Florida State University. So disaster policy or disaster is defined by the United Nations as a serious disruption of the functioning of a society causing widespread human, natural, or environmental losses which exceed the ability of the affected society to cope using its own resources. The Constitution obviously plays a crucial role in pre, during, and post disaster or emergency. So we will begin with the First Amendment, which is the freedom of religion, speech, and press. There have been times, this is really highly outlined in Hurricane Katrina, and even actually more recently in Hurricane Irma, where places have been, per government intervention, restricted following disasters, which is a direct violation of the First Amendment. FEMA has also been involved in some lawsuits due to their effort of trying to cease pictures and end press releases, where they're trying to take pictures and reports that people have given, which is a direct violation of this as well. Next is the right to bear arms, which is definitely crucial during this topic. There have been times where authorities have seized firearms from citizens' homes, and then there's a very arbitrary question hanging over a lot of people's heads asking, are places of safe haven, the purpose strictly of people gathering for safety, are weapons and should weapons and firearms be allowed there? This leads into the Fifth and the Sixth Amendment, which tie in together. The Fifth Amendment is the due process of law. For example, during the milling process, the overall ever-changing and dangerous nature of emergencies, it ensures that due process is a crucial factor for citizens, whether law-abiding or not. And then the Sixth Amendment comes in, which is a right to a speedy and fair trial, because it shows that whether or not you truly did break the law or not, you are entitled to a speedy and fair trial, even during or post an emergency or a disaster. Next is the 10th Amendment, which is the undelegated powers held by the states and the people. And this really just it allows states to hold on to their sovereignty during a disaster or emergency management. And this is crucial during the intergovernmental system as governments are trying to work together, states can still remain sovereign. Lastly, pertaining to the Constitution, we have the right of citizenship and the Equal Protection Clause. And this is really just saying that any and all efforts of aid and relief must be allocated equally to all persons of citizenship. Now, luckily, in the past decade or so, there have been efforts to try to curtail and end a lot of these negative occurrences. For instance, after September 11th and then the devastation caused by Katrina and the terrorist attack on August 9th, 2005, the American Bar Association enacted the rule of law in times of major disaster. And that's really just a document outlining 12 principles to ensure, as clearly as it states, the ruling of law during times of disaster and that the Constitution is followed. Thank you very much.